Hey everyone, this is Nusreth Baig of NusrethBaig.com. Thank you for chiming in for part 2 of this educational series. Again, this is a 7-part series, and if you have not watched part 1, you can go back and watch part 1, okay, where I cover, does email marketing work? So in number 2, what I'm going over is how to make money before anyone joins your business, all right? This is not a new concept. This is, it's been done many times over. Okay, so I know for a fact that the company that I last worked for, the CEO, very seasoned entrepreneur, has a lot of reputation behind him, funded a lot of companies, and what he was able to do was basically sell a product before the product was even delivered. So it was more of a conceptual type of sale, but the company bought into it. The customer bought into it. And that money basically funded, the company and got it started. And it was, obviously that startup was, profitable before even got, fully operational with developers and testers and sales reps and things like that. So, I mean, it was it was a great opportunity to work for them. The CEO, I've learned a lot from him. So, there are other companies, that have had, the same setup. For example, Dell Computers. Mike Dell basically set up a supply chain situation where the suppliers that supplied him the parts, did not ask for the money for the parts, maybe 30, 60, or 90 days later after delivery of the parts. So he would be able to sell, he would get a whole bunch of parts for, let's say, 10 computers, put those computers together and sell them to customers and get the money and realize a profit. And then 30, 60, 90 days later would pay off his vendors. So, it was an incredible way for him to get his suppliers to basically fund his operation, which is brilliant. So, I'm hoping you are understanding the picture of what I'm going to be talking about in more detail as it relates to the home-based business industry. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up my notes real quick. So this is part 2 out of the 7-part series, educational series that I'm putting together. And in this topic, I'll be talking about, again, how to make money before anyone joins your business. A few years ago, a email hit people's inboxes all around the world called "How I Outfoxed an Entire Industry." It was written by a meat delivery guy who made it big in his home business, combining 2 very powerful strategies that almost nobody in the industry was talking about at the time. In his email, he writes, Meat Guy Joe shared his story of failure and success. Okay, by explaining the concept of attraction marketing and the lost art of the funded proposal, and how he used them together to build a very successful home-based business. Okay, in a nutshell, he describes what attraction marketing is. Basically, he describes what funded proposal is. So, real quickly, let me just go through what attraction marketing is. So attraction marketing is when is where you create authority in the marketplace by providing information to a very specific group of people that are already looking for the same or similar information, typically to help them solve a problem that they are having anywhere in their life. For example, let's say you're looking to become an authority in health and fitness, right? So, one, you have to know a lot about health and fitness, right? That's the first things first. And then 2, you're going to basically create content, whether it's a video like this, a blog, or, an ebook or whatever the case is. And let's say you write an ebook or a blog article or a video about how to lose weight. Right. And then people are searching how to lose weight. And then people find you, and then you start looking like an authority because you're providing tremendous amount of value and insight, and you're giving it away. All right. So one, you're starting to grow that know, like, and trust factor. All right. So you're attracting the people that that are looking for a solution to a problem that they have, and you are providing tremendous amount of value. You know, if you've done your research, you've backed up, you know, your theory or concept and whatever it is of how to lose weight most effectively or efficiently, whatever the case it is, and you're attracting those types of people. Okay, so attraction marketing is very powerful. That's something that I subscribe to. It's a very simple concept, although most people don't do it correctly, let alone do it at all. Okay, think about all the people that are just in the home-based industry that are not really experts in the product that they are selling, but they're just talking about like, hey, this is how much money you can make. This is how much money you can make. Okay, you really need to in order for you to become successful in your home-based business, you really need to understand your customer's problem and the solution that your product can become for them. Okay. Normally, so now the next thing, a funded proposal is a marketing strategy where you offer a product to a very specific group of people that matches exactly what the group wants, needs, and typically can afford. Okay. Normally, this type of offer is a very low price product. Now, I'm not saying it's cheap. It's very inexpensive, okay, and affordable, but something that opens the door to future product sales, okay? So typically, the profit from that one small sale, that upfront sale, would cover the cost of generating the lead or generating the whole bunch of leads. So, for example, if you have a budget of $100, right? And you get 50 leads, okay? And you know, so you're basically paying $2 per lead, and now you're selling about you know, a $10 product or a $20 product, whether it's an ebook or something, or a recipe book to lose weight, something of that nature. So let's say you sell about let's say it's a $10 product and you sell 10 of them, so you made $100. So that basically, you know, covered your cost, that $100 budget to get those, you know, 50 leads. Now the rest of those leads can convert later, right? And I talked about that in my email marketing strategy, where, you know, you build a relationship and then you offer another product. So very powerful concept. Okay, you know, and then what you do in the funded proposal, once you that initial sale covers a lead, and then that opens a door to a much bigger sale. Okay, so going back to my example of health and wellness, so let's say, for example, you sold the person a 10-page you know, recipe book, and plus a 10-page exercise book. And for $10, let's just say, for example. And then once that person becomes a lead, now you sell them a coaching program, right? You sell them a coaching program for, like, let's say 3 sessions for $50 each or $100 each, you know, or, you know, you just put them on a $500 a month coaching program on how to lose weight and, you know, basically get to a healthy lifestyle. So, you know, now you're starting to really realize a pure profit sort of business now, because you no longer have to acquire a lead anymore. So again, it's a very simple concept, but because so few people know how to do it, or even do it correctly, they leave a ton of money on the table. And when you have a home-based business, cash is king, which is why this is something that you want to learn and do very well. Okay, I say all this to say this, and this is how you make money even before anyone joins your business. The best lead is a customer. I'll repeat that again. The best lead is a customer, because once somebody buys something from you, even a very low cost product, there's a good chance there's plenty of they will buy from you again, especially when there's plenty of perceived value and they see the benefits of doing business with you, additional business with you. Okay, this is how fortunes are made. Okay, This is how fortunes are made online and how you can write yourself right into the script when we show you how it's done. When I show you how it's done, okay? So, so real quickly, I hope that makes sense. Attraction marketing plus the funded proposal. All right, I'm currently working on this, and it's an incredible concept. I have team members, helping me out, and I have new team members joining me as well. So, if you have more questions about attraction marketing plus funded proposal, by all means, drop me an email, Nusreth@NusrethBaig.com. Be more than happy to talk to you about it in more detail. All right, so that is it for part 2. Look for my part 3. Click on the link below all of the blog. If you're watching this on YouTube, look in the description for part 3. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good one.